Luis Diaz's admission is the sort of revelation that instantly reframes a transfer window. Diaz speaks with the calm of a professional who made his choice, insisting he's happy at Bayern Munich and determined to give his all. But the fact he revealed active discussions with Barca forces fans and pundits to revisit the summer's narrative. Barcelona, propelled by Deco's clear preference for the Colombian, found themselves constrained by finances and ultimately opted for a different route. A loan for Marcus Rashford that includes a buy option, a pragmatic move that now sits under a microscope. The gulf between desire and feasibility in modern football is stark. Sporting preference collides with balance sheets, and Diaz's confirmation embodies that tension. For Bayern, signing Diaz was more than transactional. It was an assertion of intent. The club landed a player whose speed, directness, and ability to change games fit the profile of someone who could immediately influence Champions League nights and Bundesliga battles alike. His visible contribution in their recent victory over Chelsea already looks like early validation for Bavaria's strategy and scouting. For Barcelona, the choice to pursue loans and more economical solutions has been framed as responsible stewardship given their financial backdrop, but it also prompts harder questions about long-term squad identity. Choosing a shorter-term fix in the hope of immediate returns means accepting uncertainty. Will Rashford rediscover the scintillating form that once made him indispensable, and can a loaned player become the foundational figure Barca needs? Deco's preference for Diaz suggests the technical staff saw traits that would complement Barcelona's style, traits that now sit in a Bayern shirt. That tension makes every fixture where Diaz or Rashford features a small referendum on the summer's decisions. Players choose clubs for mixed reasons: career trajectory, project appeal, family, or money, and Diaz frames his move as an objective decision about his future. There's candor in that admission, and it humanizes a debate that often reduces careers to price tags. Yet price tags matter. Reports of a valuation in the region of Euros 70 million are not just numbers. They signal where negotiating power sits. When a club like Barcelona publicly loses out because of valuation, it alters how other clubs approach negotiations and may recalibrate expectations across the market. Selling clubs sense leverage, buy-a-break targets. Beyond ledgers and headlines, the emotional reaction is immediate and varied. Bayern fans are buoyed. Barca supporters feel the sting of regret and ask questions of leadership. Neutrals watch to see which gamble pays off. The season will provide answers. If Diaz continues his upward trajectory and helps Bayern to decisive victories, his decision to move and his frankness about Barca talks will be remembered as a pivotal moment that strengthened a title contender. If Rashford flourishes under Barca, returns to peak form, and proves the lone gambit sound, critics will concede the board's gamble worked. Either outcome will feed transfer room psychology for seasons to come. For the player himself, the stakes are personal. Performances, consistency, and the ability to influence big matches will vindicate or complicate his summer decision. In the end, Diaz confirming talks with Barcelona did more than settle a rumour. It sparked a storyline about financial prudence vs sporting ambition, about short-term fixes versus long-term building, and about how a single transfer can ripple across clubs, markets, and fan bases. Watch the next few months closely. The reverberations from this admission could define trophies, careers, and how elite clubs approach the transfer market for years ahead.